let's set the journal up. ArtistRebeccaLS, the channel that inspires every day. Okay, so I need to add a weather box here. I'm trying to do different video angles for you guys. Make it more interesting when you watch. So the day's weather today, and this is roughly just after midday for me. It's kind of been overcast, but feels stormy. And it was really hot overnight. So have I included all the boxes that I normally do? I think I have. So I always leave a gap at the bottom in case anything crops up, or if, you know, sometimes I like to mark things I've heard on the news. Obviously, I've not been marking a lot about COVID-19 because it's ridiculous. But what I will say on that note is, guys, all of you, my subscribers, are sensible. I know that. But if there's any new people out there who are umming and ahhing about wearing a mask, please do. Whether you believe in conspiracy theories or not, it does you no harm to wear a mask. In fact, it is the kind thing to do to help others. Think of being a superhero. When you put your mask on, you're protecting people like me. And I'm very grateful for the protection, so thank you. So moving on, I've chosen the dark green to colour in the background, and I'm probably going to move to the light green and then kind of do a blending effect. And we might move into a time lapse, depending if it gets noisy, because then otherwise you won't hear me. And I'll just do that, and then I think I will go for the lighter green. I must sharpen them again. They do go blunt quite quick. I think that happens with all coloured pencils, particularly how I use them, because I just scrub at the page, really. I mean, they're supermarket pencils, and so you do have to apply quite a bit of pressure to them to make the colour sharp. Some are softer. This dark green, obviously, but you know, the darker colours are easier for pressure. But obviously the light colours clearly have more wax in them. And with keeping my two journals, I'm noticing actually that I'm not really filling in my YouTube journal as effectively, because I tend to mark in here when I've recorded a YouTube video. I have got a little in the back of my YouTube journal the days of the month, and I highlight those days, and you'll see that when I show you. I highlight the days that I've recorded, so I think that's quite useful, and I might add that to here, because really that's the only thing I'm doing apart from my video breakdowns in the YouTube journal. This I tend to have for like everything, because it's more convenient that way. I wanted to have the YouTube journal though, because it kind of separates my everyday things and what I do with YouTube. because some days I do a lot more with YouTube than others. But I'm getting into the habit of definitely recording almost every single day. I've had days this week where I've recorded 3 videos in a day, and so I'm quite pleased with that, because I like to get ahead on the month and get a few, well, at least 2 weeks into the next month. So for example, I like to do, while we're in July, I want to get at least, say, the first 14 days of August covered while we're still in July. And at the moment, at the time of recording, I would say I've got the first week covered, up to day 8. So I'm quite pleased with that, because then during that time I can take a break, you see. It doesn't matter then if I have a week's break, or, you know, that's crazy, a whole week's break, but you know, it's okay. I can relax for a couple of days at least without panicking that there's not going to be a video for you guys every day. And that pleases me that I have a video every day, because it also, your input inspires my artwork. It's very encouraging, and that's why I'm so grateful for your support. And it spurs me on to create even more. So thank you. And now I've chosen the turquoise from the Papermate coloured pencils. It's quite, out of all of them in the pack, it's the softest. So you can get some quite nice kind of tones and shading. So you can go really quite light and you can see it. And then you can go really dark and you obviously can see it. And you can, in other videos I'll show you, with a Q-tip, you can blend quite nicely, because it's kind of a powdery surface. I think if you rub your finger over, the colour kind of comes off. I don't know if you can see that. It comes onto your finger and kind of stains it a little. And so with a Q-tip you can get some nice blending with your soft coloured pencils. But I'm not really a pencil artist as such. They're okay, but I haven't particularly come across a nice coloured pencil that doesn't require huge amounts of pressure. And it becomes a drag really when I have to keep sharpening them. So I don't really, I've got the electric pencil sharpener, but a true pencil artist would say to you, don't ever use an electric sharpener because it damages the lead, and it can. So I wouldn't be recommending a electric pencil sharpener if you have expensive coloured pencils like the Caran d'Ache or anything like that. Your Prismacolors will cope, and I will try Prismacolors. I haven't tried those yet, so I don't know how good they are for pressure, how much pressure must be applied, etc. So I think that might be good for my channel to discover these things together. So I'll leave that there, and I'll see if I've got enough colour with the pink, because I tend to use that a lot. As you can see, it's getting a little short, because I do like the background title area to be pink. I was so pleased how my video, my personal video, titled "I've Something Terrible to Tell You," I'm so pleased how you guys took to it. It means a lot to me. I was worried how it would be accepted really, and whether I would get any trolls and spammers and not taking it seriously, but you guys have been fabulous. It was taken and understood and appreciated really easily. So thank you for that. And if you guys have no idea what I'm talking about, the video will be linked at the end. It's a personal story about my life, my personal experience, and my day-to-day struggles, basically. So don't be panicked that it's terrible. It's actually a true inspiring story. So please do check it out at the end. And of course now I've chosen my purple because that's my second favourite colour to use because it blends so well with the pink. Now the dark blue, that comes out quite nicely. It's quite a soft lead. I've recently tried watching the movie called Divergent. It's from a New York bestseller author person. I don't know who it is. It's brand new to me, and I know everybody's been raving about the books. They are for young adults, and I've not read them, no idea about them. I read the write-up about the movie, and I thought, well, okay, I'll give it a go. So as we speak, I did have a go, and I have watched about, I would say, 45 minutes worth, and it's kept my attention. Some of the characters are a bit scary, I must admit though. So I like to share with you guys what I have been watching, and it gives me inspiration watching lots of different things. But I do not watch horror movies or 18 plus movies or anything that's horrible. I'm a family friendly movie person. But Divergent, it's interesting. Have you guys watched it? I bet in the comments, I bet every single one of you have watched it. So I think I will colour in the bottom part now, because biro goes very well over the top of coloured pencil. So that pleases me that I don't have to worry about if I want to add something later with my pen, I can over the top. Our internet connection lately has been really bad. We pay just under 40 euros a month, and we are not getting a stable connection for the last year or so. And when you contact them, they tell me some scientific knowledge or something. They blind you with science, telling you that the exchange wasn't so busy when we first joined, and that now it is. And so there's going to be peak times when the exchange is used more than it was. But also, it's the same in all countries. The telephone line is used by many companies, but it's owned by a main telecoms operator, and ours are France Telecom, and they're always messing with the line. So it's frustrating. But also YouTube have been having upgrading issues for videos, and for me, videos longer than 10 minutes have not been uploading for a few months now. It was getting better, but I had a really bad day a couple of days ago, and it took 3 days to upload some videos that were 14 minutes. So at least you have that to look forward to. You have me talking for a lot longer. And I thank you for watching, guys. Remember, click the 2 videos that are on screen now, and when you do, you're going to get a heap load of inspiration.